Okay, we have a plan, we have a heading. And we are very worried because we have no idea what we're getting. Well, we don't fully know what we're getting ourselves into. Let's get started. I know we're in a hurry to set off, but before we do, I need to address my people. The peace we sort of uphold has been shattered. They need to understand what's happened and how we intend to fix it. I want to call an assembly of the Winged Walk and assure them that all will be well. But as shaken as they are, I don't know how many will come. It's those who are most distressed that truly need to hear your words. If you like, I shall seek out such souls and encourage them to attend. I too will help. I love how I flipped all that. This will be an important step in the city's recovery. Care to join us, Sapphire? Let's do it. While you handle that, Aaronville and I will see to provisions for the expedition. Thank you. I'll go ahead and have the Landsguard announce the address. People must first know there's going to be one before they can decide whether or not they want to hear it. If you could see to the Resplendent Quarter and Bayside Bevy, Alize and I will split the rest of the city between us. Alright, well, not too far to go. What's down that way? There's nothing on the map but curiosity. I will admit I do love the fact that Ninja flips when he runs. So whatever weapon I have out, that's how he... Okay, now I'm curious. Wait. Only... Interesting. Wait, let me zoom out so I can see it. Yeah. Okay. Where are we going? If Tuliolal falls to the enemy, what will happen to us? To our homes, our farms, everything we've worked so hard to build? Lives and communities and histories all reduced to ash by these merciless villains. I heard Wukelmat is planning to address the people, but what's the point? What can she and her brother possibly have to say? Come and find out. Really, the Dawn Servants have a plan already. They've lost so much, yet they're prepared to carry on. And standing around worrying about what's to come will change nothing. It will be a lie to say I'm hopeful for the future, but I will go and hear what they intend to do. Alright, that's one. Why do I have a feeling there's more than 3 in the area? Okay, someone who's level-headed doesn't need to hear this. Someone who's sorrowful does. Please, leave me be. My father is gone. Leave me to mourn. Gulul Jacha is slain, and yet Val Wuklamat and Val Kona will still fight for our nation, for us. Very well. If they will speak, the least I can do is listen. Alright, where's my third citizen? I mean, they could be down here somewhere. They're right there. A cheerful resident? Okay, no, we're gonna go back up to the Mr. Oh, wait. I'm like, a cheerful resident? Yeah, we're not talking to them. We're looking for people in distress. It's not safe here. Not anymore. I could try to leave Tyrol, but where is there to go? You look like a well-traveled sort. Please, I can't stay here, but I fear nowhere in Tyrol is beyond the enemy's reach. What of the lands across the Salt? I know. Even if I ran, I know I'd regret it in the end. I love Tyrol. This is my home, and I know the Dawn servants would give their lives to defend her. I will put my faith in them and listen to what they have to say. I just thought about that. I need to eat some fish. I must find more distressed citizens. Like, the level-headed one made sense, but why is someone cheerful? Oh god, I think I already know how that turn's gonna be. I know it'll probably be like, oh, I know my market's gonna be up. It sucks what happened, but at least I know I can still do what I need to do. Or something to the effect. Alright, who do we have here? Whatever it is, I don't have time. I have to finish repairing this cart. There's only so much I can carry on my back. When those hollow devils come again, I need to be ready. Okay, this is a person who's not gonna show up. Val Wuklamat and Val Kona mean well, but they are young and inexperienced. They can barely look after themselves. If we're to survive, I do not know if we can count on them. They're going to strike back at the enemy, so they're resolved to face this. Maybe it's a bit too early to think of running. Alright, I'll go and hear their address. Oh, okay. I was actually expecting this person to be like, I'm ready. I already know what I'm doing. I'm too busy. Stockpiling citizen. I need to stock up on food and medicine as much as I can. And what else is there? I can't afford to forget anything. Sorry, sir, but I'm busy. Too much to do in too little time. There's no telling when those stone men will return. I have to get out of here and find somewhere safe. Val Wuklamat wants to speak to us. Perhaps she has a plan. Then I suppose there's no harm in hearing what she has to say. Where is our third citizen? Okay, that person's resting, so they're exhausted. Ah, we have a paranoid person. Perfect. I can't leave now. What if those soldiers come back? And what were those strange machines looming overhead? Gods, I have so many questions. I see. It would put my mind at ease to learn something, anything of the face of the threat we face. Alright, then I'll go to the winged walk. Thank you. I feel better already, and likely better still once I hear what the Dawn Servants have to say. Alright. Where are we meeting up? Back up here, yeah? Yeah. Looks like you've brought quite a few people. Thank you. LSA had actually returned ahead of you, but upon hearing that you were still out there, she decided she was unsatisfied with her own efforts and left again. Yeah, sounds like her. My apologies for involving you all in to Raleigh's affairs. We are simply helping dear friends in need. Having traveled the lands of Tyrol, sharing in the rich culture of your people, I can see no other way. What's more, Zaralja and his army pose a threat to not only Tyrol, but to the star as a whole. We will stand with you to protect what you hold dear. Thank you. I don't expect you've had much, if any, rest. How are you holding up? I'm fine, thanks to a little encouragement from Sapphire. You needn't worry about me neither. Whatever weariness I feel is no match for my desire to protect my people. We will restore peace to the nation and preserve our father's legacy. And it begins by speaking to the people from our hearts. Right. We need to see a few things first, but feel free to go ahead to the plaza and wait. Their father raised them well. That he did.
Namachi, are you all right?
Yes, don't worry. I'm ready for it. The fear, and sadness, and anger. Everything.
I am the reason to your resolve. But more than that, I am your brother. You needn't bear this burden alone. Remember this.
As you likely already know, my father, our former Dawn servant, lost his life in the recent attack. He challenged the enemy leader to a duel and fought with skill and valor, and for a moment we believed he had won. But wielding an unknown power, his foe returned from death and struck him down. I could only watch as this happened. I could not tarnish my father's honor by interfering. Many of you have suffered terribly. You've taken wounds. You've lost friends and family. As vow of resolve, I failed in my duty to protect you. Words can't express the shame and regret I feel. And as much as it pains me to reveal this, the enemy leader was none other than my brother Zoralsha.
Zoralsha? It's true! I saw him!
We believe he staged the attack from Yasulani, which has been encased within a mysterious dome. I know that you're concerned for your loved ones there as well. But mark my words, I won't let Zoralsha torment us any further. Our father gave his life to protect our nation, and I'm prepared to do the same.
You say that, but those metal monstrosities are still up there in the sky. What are you going to do about them?
The enemy is still on our doorstep, and waiting for them to strike again accomplishes nothing. That's why we're going to strike first. We are going to take the battle straight to Zoralsha and put an end to it all.
And while my sister sallies forth, I will take charge of the city's defenses. Not another soul will come to harm. We swear to you.
Like our father before us, we will lead with resolve and reason to restore peace to our nation. So please, have patience and faith.
So the resolve goes on the attack, while reason shores up the defenses. Sounds like a fine plan. Needless to say, you can count on my sword. Tural's my home, and I'll do my part for it. Hear, hear, brother. That makes two of us. Or was that two of we? Never mind that. What of the rest of you? Will you let others do the work? Or will you do your part and fight?
We fight! We fight! We're Tuleolans because we're united! We'll stand with you and weather this storm!
He's right. This is our nation, and it falls to us to protect it.
We'll fight too! For Tuleolal!
Me too! Me too!
We're all together in this!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
We've already learned much about our foe, and we will continue to learn more. In time, we will have the means to make their warships fall from the sky. When we join hands with our countrymen and our allies from afar, we're stronger than we dare to hope. Together, let us show the enemy the might of Tuleolal.
You are the beating heart of our nation, each and every one of you. Uncertain days lie ahead, but for now, I ask you to persevere, to go about your lives as you always do. Only then can we ensure we have the resources to see our nation through these trials. And when the time comes, we will strike. Tuleolal will not fall. We will prevail, and peace and happiness will be ours again.
Listening to Wuklamot and Kona, I was reminded of my time in the first. While the Exarch was no king, I often found myself speaking before the people of Crystarium in like manner. And through their deeds, they answered me. The people of Tyrol, too, will rise to the occasion. This I can tell. Well, the hour of departure is at hand. Those of us remaining here shall accompany you part of the way. I, for one, would like to see the dome firsthand. We set forth as soon as everyone's ready. I will inform Wuklamot that there you all are. Ah, Mamachi. We were just planning to call on you. Are you ready to leave? I am. Seeing the people come together as one, knowing they haven't given up hope, it was all the encouragement I could ask for. Right then, let's get going. We leave for Zaktaral. We leave from Zaktaral Skybridge. here's the question. Do we have to go there? Can we just teleport? Nope, we're gonna have to go there. Okay. I think it's this way. Everyone's here? Good. This is it, my friends. We go and strike down Zeralja and secure peace for Tuliolal. We'll pass through Shalone, where there have been reports of enemy movement. Stay sharp. Landsguard told me about them. They emerged from the dome in quick succession and took to looming overhead. A display of force like the vessels in Tuliolal. Indeed, while they haven't taken any aggressive actions, I want to see how things are in the area before moving on. We'll be passing a few settlements on the way to Shalone Station. It's the perfect opportunity to look around. In that case, Sapphire and I know a few locals who can help. Then let's divide into two groups. Let's split up, gang. Aaronville, Alizé, and Sapphire will come with me to inquire with the locals. Meanwhile, the rest of you can go inspect the dome. Understood. Once everyone is finished, let us reconvene in Shalone Station. We can start at Hatsatsui. That's where the Dusk Watch is based, if I remember correctly. You do. The Sheriff Kamaka should be able to go tell us a few things. Oh, it's you two. And I'll be Val Wuklamat as well. You're Sheriff of the Dust Watch, yes? What's the situation here in Husatui? Well, the enemy hasn't tried to pick a fight with us yet. The ships just gave us a shock when they first appeared, but they've just been floating there, holding position. That said, I've received some unsettling reports from everywhere elsewhere. We've been investigating to the extent we can, but we're spread thin and haven't looked in on Shesh Nawezi Springs yet. Apparently, mechanical soldiers were seen in the vicinity. What? If that's true, then the people there are in danger. I wondering about the other townships as well. If the rest of you could head to the springs, I'll pay a visit to the Mewa Hetsona. So on. I'll accompany Aaronville. See you in a while. They go that way, we go the other way. Not fully sure where I'm headed. I'm also on the watch out for the sunbeards as well as the evil cacti. It's the cacti that'll be problematic because they blend in so well with the other cacti. Granted that they move. I really haven't fought too much that's out here. Okay, I think I know where I'm going now. I mean, yeah, I probably could have just teleported here. All clear this way. The mechanical soldiers don't seem to be in the area. Still, we should talk to the locals. Let's each make rounds and see what we can learn. Alright, where's our first one? Sapphire, you came. As you can see, we're doing all right. After those ships appeared in the sky, soldiers clad in white showed up and surrounded the town. But to our surprise and relief, a traveler came along and dealt with them all in a flash. I know exactly who it is. Estinian. I'll never forget the way he soared through the air, spear in hand. Shame I never had a chance to ask his name. We're all safe thanks to him, but I can't say the same for those in Yasulani. We haven't heard from anyone there. I hope Namika's okay as well. Yep, that's Estinian. I know Estinian's handiwork. Oh, you're the one who helped us the other day. Walika and the others are out investigating, and they've confirmed that Nitowique is safe. It was after the train had begun its journey back here that the dome appeared. So those who were riding the train then are fine, but we don't know what's become of those who disembarked in Yasulani. What a mess. It's just after we finished fixing the tracks. I didn't realize she was so close. heard about the spearmen as well. That couldn't be anyone else. What's this? Someone spread more gossip about me? Oh my god, no. Hi, Estinian. Talk of how I saved the town travels fast. That's not to discount the help from my friend here, of course. We gave those machines a real beating. I thought you'd come sooner or later. Do you know what's happening? So you were indeed the one keeping people safe. Thank you. Think nothing of it. The automata aren't particularly strong. But are the rumors true? Gulul Jaja is slain. I'm afraid so. Zereldra used some dirty trick to get the better of him. We'll make him pay for what he's done, mark my words. You're going to help her, I assume? Of course. I see. With your contingent, you won't lack for strength. In which case, I will remain in Shaloni and keep an eye on things. That helps us more than you know. I'll send word to my brother before we set off. If you find yourselves in trouble, don't hesitate to contact Kona. Kona? Brother? Wait a second. You're the Vow of Resolve? I am. And you're Zekoa, right? I'll be counting on you to keep everyone here safe. Absolutely. If more of those hollow men show up, I'll send them packing. I'm the fastest gun in Shaloni, after all. Sapphire can attest to that. Glad to hear it. We leave Shalone in your capable hands. Let's go patrolling right away, then. Stay safe out there, and don't do anything reckless. Wasted words. Just do what comes naturally. Right then, it's time we head to the station and join the others. Let me pause this real quick. Okay, picking back up. Granted, it's going to be a really weird jump cut. Thanks to Estinian, there are no casualties to speak of in Shaloni. The Hetsato were safe as well. At the very least, there were no sightings of soldiers there. What about the dome? Did you learn anything of note? It's composed of exceedingly high concentrations of lightning energy. Oh. To even touch the barrier would prove fatal. When approaching it, we must exercise all caution. Then how are we supposed to get inside? If Zereldra and his army emerged from within, there ought to be an entrance. An entrance, you say? It so happens we might have an inkling where one is. These are the engineers of Dawntrail Railing, which operates the train between Shaloni and Yasuilani. We went out to recover the train, and we had ourselves a look at the dome through the telescope. It was then we saw it, a large fortress-like structure that looked like it straddled the dome's edge. You're telling us part of it is inside and part of it is outside? That seemed the case, yes. While we only observed from afar, the soldiers were coming and going from it. From what I'd say, it serves as a passage between the worlds, the outside world, and whatever's inside. But as you'd expect, the area is heavily defended. It won't be easy to get near. Do you know what became of the passengers who went to Yasuilani? Muklamat's nursemaid was among them, a woman named Namika. What? I'm afraid not. Only those passengers who were headed back here are accounted for. I can say for a fact that everything was fine when we arrived at Yasuilani. But when that big tremor struck not long after we left the station, I hit the emergency brakes and looked back, and all I could see was the dome. What's more, the fortress sits right on the tracks, of all places. What are the odds of that, eh? Assuming this fortress serves as a means to pass through the dome, we should first determine how we're to reach it undetected. I don't care if we're detected. I say we smash our way inside. Despite how it sounds, I actually gave this some thought. Zeraldra wants me to prove that I'm my father's worthy successor. If I fail, he'll destroy Tuliolal. By charging in head-on, I make my intentions plain as day, and in doing so, he keeps his eyes on me. Okay, that makes more sense. A bold strategy, I like it. Of course, your plan will be no good if you're cut down before reaching their base. What you need is something that'll get there quick and break through their defenses with a single decisive blow, and we have just that. Since the tracks go straight to the fortress, we can reinforce our train with armor, load her with all the fuel she can carry, and send her hurling at it to explode on impact. But your train? Chief, have you gone insane? You were just saying how relieved you were the train's in one piece, and now you want to turn it into a bomb? The train's not important. Our dreams was to have railroads running from coast to coast, remember? If these invaders have their way, there may not be any more railroads, let alone trains to run on them. Is that what you want? It's a sacrifice we have to make. These good folks are willing to put their lives on the line to get inside that dome and put a stop to all this. The least we can do is help them. But, Chief... Listen, no matter how hard things may get, no matter how many times we fail, we can always get back up. As long as you're alive, we can always build another train, so have faith and quit your complaining. But what if we really fail really hard? Or what if we fall really, really hard? There's no getting back up if we're dead. Downer. No one's dying on this train. I'll see to it myself. Needless to say, this will be a one-way trip, and we'll need to jump off at the last moment if we don't want to go out in a blaze of glory. You all right with that? It's not like we haven't done crazy stuff like this before. There's no changing her mind, is there? Just promise me you'll be careful out there, honey. Oh, they're married. Okay. I'll hold you to it. Can't start a family business without her, much less a family. It'd be a lie to say the loss of the train doesn't concern me. But with good friends and my loving wife beside me, that's all I really need in the end. Well, at least it'll go down as the legendary train that saved Tyrol. That it will, but first, we've got work to do so she'll look the part. Alright, let's get to building. I don't know much about Magitech, but if there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. We'll keep that in mind. If any of you are willing and able to lend a hand, there's work that needs to be doing over at the storehouse. I love how I almost slipped into a kind of a weird Western accent right there. It seems we have a path forward. I believe this is a good time for me to return to Tuliolol and inform Kona of the situation. I should return as well. I have new investigations to pursue. The dome's elemental aspect is similar to that of the gate in the Golden City. If we can identify a connection, we may learn something of use in our fight. It's one mystery after the next, but at least we're not without clues. It may not be easy, but I know we can get through this together. Alright. We have a plan. All we gotta do now is just get to work on it. Even only just having met them, I can see how important the train is to Walika and the engineers. We can't let their sacrifice be for nothing. Yay! Alright. See you all next week where we will hopefully build a train and plow our way through a electrical dome. Till then, be good to yourself, be good to others. Take care of each other. Laters.